There we are.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Dappy Thursday.
Well, we are here again
Mm-hmm.
on this wonderful Thursday. It's nice outside and
Mm-hmm.
nice inside. And I am Zare, and
Yes.
I'm here with Imar. I'm going to introduce him too.
Wow.
And we are
That's a new one.
taking the journey together.
Huh. I guess we must be streaming on the Hot 21 Savannah. About
2100.
time. Hot 2100 Savannah. About time.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry. I interrupted us. Go right ahead.
Not a problem,
Mm-hmm.
because that was something to be mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was your day today?
Further partly cloudy as the weather.
The weather was nice and sunny.
It was.
I was upset that I didn't get out in it.
Why did you not get out in it?
I didn't have a chance. I was I ended up in a classroom all day long. I didn't have a break.
You did have no break.
Nope.
No break at all.
No break
Wow.
at all.
Well, everybody else that did get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, not too hot, not too cold. One guy came over to work on my SUV, was telling me that. UPS guy was telling me the same thing. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. This is the weather we love. I'm like, okay, this is like Hawaii weather, man. Don't even get used to it. It ain't gonna happen that way.
Yeah, this is it came too quick for me. I hadn't switched out my summer clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just working real hard to find something that would be warm, because for whatever reason, my room is cold.
Your room is cold.
My room is cold.
Oh, okay.
The heat's not working.
The heat's not working.
No.
Oh, KB.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to stay warm, and it's just I'm managing, because
You're managing?
I keep a jacket on and stuff. But yeah,
All right.
other
All
than
right.
that, it's real good.
All right. Well,
It's
for
good.
those who are first time watching us on Savannah Hot 2100, let you know you are zoomed in, you are locked in, you are right here with taking the journey together. We've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years on 2 different places. This is one of them. We've been doing it live now on Hot 21. Used to be on what?
Used to be on Our Black Media.
Exactly. And then
It
for a little
was-
while was over up on Julius.
It's on All Things Relevant way back.
No, I
when.
was also on Julius his
His
profile
website, okay.
on Facebook too. But anyway, glad to see you here. Glad to see we got some people already are joining in. It looks like the Hot 21 Savannah Hot 21 100. You're going to go ahead and give those folks what our mission statement is for those who know nothing about this. And I wonder, who are these 2 young-looking, good-looking folks, black folks on this station right now, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, why don't you talk to them? Tell
All
them what's
right.
going on.
So we're going to start off as we usually do with our belief statement.
Mm-hmm.
And our belief statement goes like this: we are going to relate. It doesn't matter what our mother, father, sister, brother, or even what Jesus says. We are going to relate. But at taking the journey together, we have an idea that, well, we understand that people have the idea that they can be lovers, but they can't be friends, or they can be friends and they can't be lovers. But at taking the journey together, we feel the need for everyone to relate in a balanced manner. And what we mean by a balanced manner is we find that person who we enjoy their company, and we can be ourselves with, they can be themselves with, they can be what we call our friends. And then we take that friendship and we build it into a lovership. And when we get married, we marry that person who is already our friend and our lover. And that is a balanced relationship that we are in.
Okay. Wow. That is too cool. Wow.
And it works.
It works. It works. And do you have to do some work in having a balanced, healthy relationship? Yes, you do.
24/7.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do have to put the
Yes.
work in. But if you put the work in, it will be paid off. Not even after a while, but every day,
Day by
better,
day.
better and better. So anyway, we're going to start with one of our many topics. And when we do our topics this time, we do them with different segments. It could be 4 or 5 different segments with different topical statements, but they still stay around the same core principle or the same core episode title, if you may want to say.
It builds on it.
Exactly. So our episode title today is When They Feed Off Your Fullness. When they feed off your fullness. What does that mean? The core principle here is authentic friendship is the foundation of real love, not dependency, not energy draining. There we go.
Yes.
We hit a key principle that we got to look at in a balanced, healthy relationship. Well, let's start going and making this happen. So you're going to learn today.
Absolutely.
All right. Opening in spiritual context. What's our context here? Our question. Open question.
The question is,
have you ever noticed some folks only show up when they are spirit is starving, not just physically starving, if they're emotionally, that's why I use the spiritual stuff, they're emotionally are feeling like they're just down on the luck, they're feeling depressed. And lo and behold, they call up. Lo and behold, they want to, talk to you. Lo and behold, like your mate, they want to say something to you. For that time, they ain't said a damn thing to you whatsoever at all.
Yeah.
They connect. Now, connecting this to awareness, and we use our brother Malcolm's awareness when it comes to these kind of things, because even relationships he was concerned of, and he was in, of course, his own self, which is the oppressed mind can become a hungry spirit, always taking, rarely creating. I'll say it again. The oppressed mind can become a hungry spirit, always taking, rarely creating. A lot of us are nowhere in a relationship where that other person is doing nothing but a taking. It's a codependent relationship. It's nothing but one way most of the time. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wait, you want to come in and chime in from there?
And from the urban shaman side, that's, the balance to that.
Mm-hmm.
Energy as breath and rhythm. When one is disconnected from their divine rhythm, they seek it through others. I'm going to say that one more time. When one, meaning one person, when a person is disconnected from their divine rhythm, they seek it through others. So if my rhythm is off, I'm going to try to use you to get me balanced.
Yes. I'm going to make sure you're my sounding board all the time so I can get my energy out of you and I really could just come along for the ride. Hey, listen, I want you, for those who are watching this the first time on Hot 21 Savannah Hot 21, I want you to share this with your friends. I want you to share this with your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, maybe even your enemy, but anyway, somebody that might need it, or like some old pastor tell us, put it in the freezer one day, you may have to pull it out. We want you to do that because it's going to be some good knowledge and information for you.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. And for those of you who are heavy into Bible references or proverbs, there's one that says, guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Set a tone today. Today, we are not talking about love that drains. That's right. We're not talking about that drama. We're not talking about that drama mama or that baby daddy stuff. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that one-way kind of trap stuff. We are talking what we hear situations that a lot of young folks are in. No. Yeah. We're talking about that today. We're talking about love that doesn't drain you, but love that sustains you. I'll say it again. It doesn't drain you. It sustains you. Example. Give us some example.
Well, first of all, we're going to look at what we do wrong. Many of us confuse attention for affection. All we want is somebody to see us, to acknowledge us and all, and we think that that's affection when it's really not affection. And other times, other things we do wrong is we allow people back in our lives out of guilt, nostalgia, or loneliness. And sometimes it's the person that left who is guilting us into letting them back in.
I need some money.
Or
Getting cold.
Or you know me, you know I wouldn't do that. You know I don't think that way.
Exactly.
You know that was just a one-time thing,
Mhm.
and you ought to be. I thought you were nicer than that.
Exactly.
I thought you really cared.
You know I loves you.
Yeah.
Ain't that your baby daddy? Yeah. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And so we start feeling guilty. Well, maybe I am being too hard, or maybe if I were in your shoes, maybe you're right. Maybe I would want you to let me back in. And so you start feeling guilty, and so that's when you do that. And then another thing that we do that is wrong is we believe being needed equals being loved.
And that's the overall thing. That's the arching problem when you're in that one-way relationship.
Yeah.
You, who is the dependent or the that's in turn doing the other side, that someone being more of the depender on you, or really I call them the opportunists. But anyway, because everybody gets used, you just don't want to get abused. So anyway, bottom line is we keep on believing that if we're needed, it equals we're being loved.
Yes.
And
the other word that equals being loved is wanting.
Yeah.
If you're being wanted, you're being loved.
Many of us who came out of relationships where with our mom and dad, starting with our parents, we were not very wanted. Maybe a single parent family we came out of, and we were not wanted. Maybe we came out of foster home, but we were not very wanted. Maybe we came out of a gang, so we were not very much wanted. We could have been in situations where in our formative years, we were not set up. We were not at all confronted in such a way where we felt like we were wanted in a relationship. So we're going out of the way to feel wanted, and we get attached to that kind of energy drain that happens in our relationship. What should you do? What should we do? What are some things we should do, Sharon?
Discuss energy motives before giving access.
Yeah, what is your motive? How many times do we ask when we are involved in a relationship, and hopefully before we do the do thing, that we ask, what is what's your reason? What is your motivation? Why are we trying to connect in the first place? At least we can be honest and say upfront about that, transparent, using that old principle we call the hot principle, which means what?
Honest, open, and transparent.
Hot again.
Honest, open, and transparent.
Recognizing that love shares energy, not steals it. I'll say it again. Love shares energy. It doesn't steal it.
Right. And we need to give ourselves a chance when we're cultivating that friendship. Give ourselves a chance to check out, that person's energy. Are they the type of person that calls you every 15 minutes and wants to know your whereabouts? That's draining. Are they the type of person who generally is concerned about you and your needs and your desires? That's not draining. That's uplifting.
Yeah, it is definitely uplifting. Definitely uplifting. So we're going to move to our next segment. Time to move to our next segment. What is that, Cheryl?
Understanding energy hunger.
Ooh, like the Hunger Games now. It breaks down to how trauma, neglect, and self-rejection leads to a spiritual starvation.
Yes.
Many of us uses the community. Here's a community example, by the way, to help out. We've got folks who will drain you for your time, your pace, your ideas, because they never learned to sit still and quiet their own guard or their own mind, their own self.
Yeah.
Most of the time they've been mostly a abuser, opportunist, good hustler. Okay. Yeah. I use the word good hustler because that's what you got to be, good hustler, use somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's the only way they know what they're doing in life. Right. So they get hooked up with you just that way, just to drain you.
Yes. And then there are those people who are, from that standpoint, they're hooked up with you so they can further themselves, build themselves up. It's like, some people look at a trophy wife or a trophy husband. That's somebody that's eating off of you, because they're starving.
Yeah,
they are in an energy low.
Yeah, they don't have much creativity on their own. They've never been taught. They
Mhm.
never have presented to them. They didn't have the encouragement. They have had nothing within them, basically being shallow as can be able to present something on their own in a relationship. So they've been most of the time relying on somebody else, which may be you in a relationship. Well,
Yeah.
that's not what a balanced relationship is all about.
No.
Wow. For example, what black folks commonly do wrong in this matter? What is it we do, Sharon?
We wear helping others as a badge of honor,
Mm-hmm.
even when it's killing our peace.
Ooh, wow. I'm being very Jesus and godly. Like I'm being very, how can I say it? Struggle in the streets, like
Mhm.
helping that other particular person, knowing full well that how much I keep on helping them, they keep on doing the same thing over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
And
Mm,
this it really targets women a lot
yeah.
because women are taught to nurture everyone. And in a lot of those cases, they end up nurturing those people who are only about taking, taking, taking,
Mm-hmm.
because they see that as a weakness in them. And so it's like, oh, I can get my energy filled
Mm-hmm.
because of that.
Yeah, make it a way of life. It's like a
Hmm.
hustler's way of life.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much like a predator. That's what I usually do in life to do from that end. Wow. I'm going to say I knew some brothers in my lifetime that that was the cool thing to do is be able to live off another woman and do what you can, take what you can, and that just her loss.
Yeah.
Now we got today, both are trying to do it. And with that
Hmm.
motto, I got to get there before they get what?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And sometimes I know most of us have at some point in
Mhm.
time felt drained when we get off of a certain phone call.
Mhm.
Somebody will call you and you'll sit there and you'll talk to them, and then you'll try to find every reason possible to get off the phone. All
Mhm.
of a sudden somebody's at your door, or you get somebody else in the house to say that you need to do something just so you
Mhm.
can get off the phone because you feel drained. They're taking everything out of you.
Exactly. We actually confuse being helpful, being a good Samaritan, being a good religious person, being good spiritual, being a good brother, being a good sister. We are many times confused with that being everybody's healer. I used to tell some of the young brothers on River Street when I worked out there, did our thing between you and me, Sharon, that hey, you can't save everybody. They were so confused, sometimes upset about all the things they saw that folks weren't doing, black folks weren't doing, white folks were doing, and were complaining. And as I said to them, you can't save everyone. You're going to lose that energy. I mean, even today, we are still learning that,
Mhm.
including even me, when you got an open heart and you want to help and you want to reach out. But we're
Yeah.
talking about in a relationship. In your relationship, in a balanced relationship, both of you have to be able to move to know that I
Mhm.
can't always help her all the time when it's something she doesn't want to be helped with, or it's something
Yes.
she's got to learn on a lesson on her
Mhm.
own.
Yes.
So, what should we do? What should we do?
We should help from our overflow,
Mm-hmm.
not from depletion.
Uh-oh.
And that's one of those things that I have to say I deal with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I generally come home, and no matter what I do to um, ground myself, there
Mm-hmm.
are times when I come home and I've done all the things that I usually do to, you know, replenish, but I'm still depleted. And I will come to you from that depleted stage, as opposed to coming to you with smile and joy and uplift and bringing to you what you need after your day. I don't have anything because I've given it to all the children.
Yes, yes. Or you could have spent all day at work and gave everything to your boss, to your job at work because you got paid, and, or to your boys, or to your girl, whatever it may be, or to your mom and your dad, your family, and
Mhm.
your relationship, because that's what we're sitting around,
Yeah.
folks, when it comes to taking the journey together. Your relationship gets lost
Mhm.
out.
Absolutely.
It's lost out. I'll say it again. The relationship gets lost out. There's
Yes.
no energy in the relationship to be able to be shared around.
No, not at
Mm.
all.
And the taking the journey relationship is a balanced relationship. And that balance is all based on an us, not
Hmm.
just to me, not just to her, but it's based on us.
Yes.
Mm. Okay. Let's move to our next section. We're moving right along. What's our next
Mm-hmm.
one?
Signs that you're being fed on.
Signs you're being fed on.
Yes.
Signs
I wonder,
you're
is
being
that the same as being fed up?
Fed up. I'm mad as hell and I ain't taking this shit no more. Wow. Describes energy draining patterns.
Yes.
That's what we're going to describe. You probably may have known some energy draining patterns. Some of your sisters just know the brothers that you got in your life, that you just know that energy draining pattern they got. Well, there's some brothers that in turn have that same thing when it comes to wife, it comes to girlfriend. Ooh, they know that energy draining pattern. Well, I'm going to say something that y'all may not like. Ooh, I had a mama that I knew when I was going to get her energy draining pattern, and she had no shame in that particular matter from that end. Anyway, they only call it crisis.
Yes. When there's a crisis going on, they'll call. It's like there was a time when a certain person in my life would call. I could not hear from her in, like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And she would call at some obscure time and say, I just wanted to let you know so-and-so died. Like, yeah. And I'm going, okay. Now there goes my mood,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, it could have waited is what I'm trying to say.
Should have waited.
Yeah.
Should have waited. But drama today is the best thing that's going on. The trauma is the best thing that's going on. We got someone at the helm, the head of the government that loves to create trauma just to turn around and act like, or in turn around and say, I'm going to save you out of that trauma. Yeah. So you got a lot of relationships that are like that. They're so bored, they're so empty, they don't have much love in them for themselves, let alone their mate, that they have to create trauma. To them, drama to them is the sign of love.
And quite often
they're like, I don't know what love is.
And quite often that comes from people who were raised in trauma or in drama.
Yes.
Either one, and that's all they know.
Yeah.
And so they don't know how to function when things are mellow, when things are going good.
And you can tell them very clearly, folks. I'm going to let you listen to this. I want you to hear this very well. You could tell that kind of mate. You could tell that kind of person. You could tell that kind of family member that is like this is they don't celebrate your wins. I'll say it again. That's how you can tell. They usually never celebrate your wins. And if they try to, they're still poo-hoo it one way or the other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got lucky on that one.
Yeah. Or take your credit away.
Exactly.
Somebody had to help you with it.
Exactly. They won't let you at all have your heyday. They won't let you toot your own horn. They'll do anything they can because of jealousy and hate. Because they're not getting that energy out of you.
Yeah.
You in turn asking them to give the energy back to you. In a relationship, that can be a devastating thing.
Exactly.
Really
they'll see you working hard at something and say, you're wasting your time.
Yeah. You want to go to college? You're wasting your time. When you need to go that far. You need to take care of those kids.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe I think about the Craig thing on Barbershop a long time ago with Craig or Ice-T. I was trying to put together. Ice Cube, thank you. He was trying to put his studio together down in the basement, and it kept on blowing up or having problems. And his girlfriend or his wife would have said, "You're wasting your time for it. What do you want to do that for?" It was a stereotype that is a lot in our community, which is sad as could be. But that's another thing where his particular dream was not being celebrated. We can't be doing that in a balanced, healthy relationship because it's not healthy.
Exactly. And the thing of it is that everything we talk about goes both ways.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of women,
especially today.
Yeah. Who have put their dreams and their hopes on the back burner to, help their husband go to school and get his degree, and then they've got the children that they've got to raise, and then they're working through all of this, but nobody ever looks at her and says, so what do you want to do? So what's your dream? Because and she's so busy working on everybody else's dreams.
Exactly. Well, she cut a timber too with that nurturing skill, mainly from her mama, but never experienced it such a way that it says, you need to have boundaries on that. And one of the boundaries is first to be able to nurture yourself, which is important. Yeah. And then the other particular person that you need to nurture, which could be your husband in this case, is he may not need another mama.
Right.
He may need to have someone to be a Caretaker, that means someone who cares and takes those things that are not caring and gives back to you, as we're talking, something that is of a celebration of your wins.
Right.
Yes, no doubt about it. But he may not need that kind of nagging, always get on your nerves, think that you're his child, mom. Don't need that at all, because that takes away his energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
it does. Okay.
Definitely.
So they disappear when you need them. That's another thing. Okay?
Yes.
That's two of them. They disappear when you need them.
Or put you on hold.
Exactly.
You say,
Come on, some excuse.
yeah, I really need to talk to you. Okay, well, let me finish with this. But I really need to talk to you.
Or get to this at another time. And then when you get to another time, oh, I forgot.
Yes.
I'll go back and get to another time.
Yeah.
And it becomes another time, and it becomes another. And you finally figure at the end, they ain't going to do it at all anyway.
Yeah.
They wanted you to do it in the first place. They wanted you to exhaust your energy, your time to do it.
Yeah.
Period. And that was just a ruse. Quote,
Yes.
if your peace becomes their battery charger, it's not partnership. It's what?
Parasitism.
Ooh, you want to say that? I think you do that better than me. Come on, Miss Teacher, say it.
If your peace becomes their battery charger, it's not partnership, it's parasitism.
Wow. New word today, too. Does that
Yes.
even exist, baby? Is that the one we just came up with?
I don't know. It's probably one we came up with, but a lot of us know it as
You know what it
vampirism.
is. You know what it is. You're a parasite.
Yes.
And you're using somebody else as being your battery, like in the Matrix.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Let's go on to our next one. Jeremy reflects on motion. Not our next segment, but
I know.
Go ahead, Miss Teacher.
Reflects. This is some reflections on emotional awareness. It's how your body tells you truth before your mind admits it. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, it's like when you feel anxious before answering the phone, that's your spirit saying, protect your energy. And we have done that many times. The phone will ring. And especially now with cell phones that has where people's names or phone numbers pop up, and you look at it and you go, okay, am I ready to deal with this person right now? I'm enjoying myself right now. I'm relaxing. Do I want to give that up? And sometimes out of guilt, out of a feeling of I've got to be this person's friend. You'll go on and you'll do it. And then there goes your peace. And so you need to follow that anxiety because your spirit is telling you not now.
How about in a relationship? That phone rings, and you know it's your mama. And you know your mama want to get on the phone just to be nosy as hell in your business. She just called 15 minutes ago when you hung up on the phone because you were trying to watch something.
Yeah.
Or you were right in the middle arguing with your old lady anyway. Somehow your mama just knew it.
Yeah.
And you don't
want
want to
put her 2 cents
exactly.
in.
She want to drain you even more than what is being drained already.
Yeah.
In your conversation with your old lady or your old man, however it may be. So those are the times when that anxious feeling that you feel, if you use your gut to feel that, then you can know, oh, this is not right. I'm not going to pick up this phone. So what we can do more, okay, what we often do, of course, is we pick up the phone.
Yes.
Okay. We keep giving second chances without what?
Accountability.
Wow. I think most of us have did that with our children. I know you and I, we talked about it. We have spoiled our children trying to do that unconditional love thing. And we turned out finding that they don't know how to get that back in return.
Right.
In fact, I find a lot of young people are not like that today whatsoever. They got spoiled, and we spoiled them. We did. And they never learned how to sacrifice things on their own. Right. So they don't know how to really give much back in return from that particular, meaning they don't know how to be accountable. They want you to be accountable, but they do not how to be accountable to themselves.
Right.
And so we do the wrong thing of always in turn holding ourselves accountable to in turn make sure that they don't have to be accountable.
Right.
Just to feel like we're the captain saviors.
Exactly.
Just to feel like we are the one that somehow know the best or they're superheroes.
If we, have this attitude that if we save everybody, some who comes within our path, whether they want us to save them or not, if we save everybody who comes within our path, then we are going to have some special place saved for us in the afterlife.
In the afterlife. Well, that's a religion. I'm going to become a saint here on earth.
No.
Think loyalty means what? Sacrifice.
Self-sacrifice.
That's what we think.
Oh,
Loyalty means self-sacrifice.
and that is so entrenched in females.
It is. It is.
Oh.
Many men do not. Sadly, many brothers don't have that. So
Yeah.
they should, but the father have been around, so they have much examples.
Yeah.
Doesn't learn that on their own home, sadly to say. But your loyalty first should start with you. So look at what are some things we should do before we go to our break.
Learn to say, "I love you, but I can't host your chaos today."
Your drama today.
Yeah.
Your problem today.
Yeah.
Your problem with that old lady. The problem with your girlfriend. That problem. I can't host it today.
Yeah. It's time to give it a rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, but it ain't gonna be today.
Yes.
Because you're gonna learn today
Yes.
on your own. Surround yourselves with those who pour back into us. I think that's the main important thing. We don't surround ourselves with people who pour back in us. I'm not talking about pour drama back into us.
Right.
I'm not talking about the pour crap back into us. I'm not talking about putting stereotypes back in us, back into us. We're talking about getting around people that pour back into us about positive, uplifting things in life, things that have to do with how we can rebuild, things that have to do with how we can reach out, things that have to do with how we can expand our self-relationships, like we're doing right now and taking the journey. How many people out there have friends like that? How many people have mates who are like that? If you don't, you need to move to that. Otherwise, they're taking your energy.
Yes.
They're taking your energy.
Somebody that says, no matter what you do, they can see the good in it and bring that up and bring that to the forefront, even if the next thing they do is say, but this is what you could have done better. Next time, why don't you try this, that, or the other? That's still uplift. And, everybody needs a cheerleader sometimes.
Exactly. Okay, let's go ahead and take a break. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
And we'll be right back.
Hello, world. We're here, serving Savannah, Atlanta, Jacksonville, Brooklyn, Houston, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, and the world. The best music all the time. The greatest songs ever made, every time. Tune in to Hot 2100 Savannah and get a taste for your ears. Hot 2100 Savannah, serving Savannah and the world.
I'd be damned if it's me. I see why you mad, you ain't swaggin' like this.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Okay, we are back. We are back.
Yes, we are.
Where were we at, being that we're back?
Well, we were waiting. We were breaking. So that's one good way to say it. But we are back. We are Zare and Aymar are taking the journey together. In case you just joined us or just came across us, we are also relationship coaches, and you can reach us at takingthejourneytogether@gmail.com if you're interested in having coaching for your relationship, or you can call us at 786-763-1324 and just leave a message or detailed information in your email, and we'll get back to you. We look forward to hearing from you. You can also, in addition to catching us here, you can listen to us Thursday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on WRUU 107.5 Savannah. And you can also...
it's just right here.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, I just didn't have it written up in this case. What?
Yeah. Hot 2100 Savannah. You can catch us here.
Yep, exactly. Well, I want you to go ahead and share now. Those who haven't saw the first part and got all that good information you needed. And now we're going to head now down on the other side of the hill, and you're going to get some more good information with the different segments. This is kind of good food and knowledge that is going to, how can I say, expand your mind, expand your soul, and expand your relationship. And I know out there are people who want that in their relationship, because you want to be better. You want to do better. You want to be the best. Why not be the best in your relationship too at the same time? Okay, so where are we at?
We're at energy reciprocity and true friendship.
Our topic still is about when they feed off of your fullness in a relationship. Okay. All right. We're defining reciprocity. Okay. What does the reciprocity mean? It means mutual spiritual exchange where both feed on another through honesty. One another, excuse me. Both feed one another through honesty, compassion, and what? Purpose. So the spiritual exchange we are talking about is wrapped up in honesty, compassion, and purpose, not car, clothes, and pussy. And sex. We're talking about the spiritual part, folks, not just the physical part. I'm sorry, I forgot. We're on a very, very family-orientated show. Okay, so the relationship isn't feeding ground. It's a greenhouse. Again, the relationship isn't a feeding ground. It's a what? A greenhouse.
Yes.
A greenhouse. We plant.
Yes.
So things can grow.
Yes.
And you can grow.
Because if all you do is eat what's on the ground and not replenish it, there's not going to be anything to survive or sustain.
Mm-hmm.
So here's some of our, as taking the journey together, some of our fundamental truths, or one of them, based on what was just said about the feeding ground. Friendship is the soil love grows in.
Say it again.
Friendship is the soil love grows in. Now, at one of our workshops, that would be a good statement for the couples to ponder. Yes, folks, we do workshops also for relationships.
And we would do one for you if you have a church or you have a community center. Would you like us to come into and share this knowledge to your community, to help build your community up, to help expand your community, to help your community to be more together at the relationship level, which is so important in our community? Hey, you can easily get a hold of us right here. And there should be a telephone number. Is there one coming up or someplace?
No.
That's not the one with the telephone number.
No.
Really? How about that one?
That's the one with the telephone number. 786-763-1324.
Yeah, I will keep it right there.
Yes.
Go and move ahead, miss.
Okay. Let's talk about cultivating emotional balance. And that's important because in cultivating emotional balance, both partners, it takes two. Both partners must be able to feed themselves and contribute nourishment. If you're not full yourself, you have nothing to share.
Yes. If you don't have the spiritual portion we are talking about here at the beginning, was the exchange of honesty, compassion, and purpose. If you don't have that even within your own self, that you're doing for your own self, you're going to have a hard time
you're going to have a hard time giving something to
sharing that with your mate.
Yes.
It's going to be, you're going to be at the mercy of what we're talking about now,
yes.
which is you're going to be feeding off of your mate because you don't have that even in you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that becomes one-sided.
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be the person that you get nourished like a baby bird with your mouth open. They got to always stuff that food in your mouth because you don't have anything really in you.
Yes. But you know, the way, and this is pertinent to that, the way baby birds get bad is first the parent chews it up. So they're getting some of the nourishment first before they drop the rest of it into the baby.
And that is not a good balanced relationship when it comes to taking the journey together, because your relationship should not be where you are a baby, she is a baby, or you're both the babies, because then ain't nobody getting fed or nourished.
Exactly.
But if you are in that situation, because we take it in the way it is, we're glad to see you taking the journey together right now, learning from us, because we're going to help you move from that baby stage and mature stage so that you can be more balanced, become more of a power couple together in life, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so
this is some of the things that we do wrong.
Okay, for comfort instead of growth. Okay, we enter relationships for comfort instead of growth. She looked good. Ooh, that guy looked good too. I can't wait to get in her. I can't wait to let him get in. That's not growth. Not that kind of growth.
No.
We expect partners to heal wounds we won't face.
Yes.
Ooh, we're always dodging. We're always going around. Or we might even say, if someone asked in the relationship, have you ever had anyone talk about the wounds you have? No, no one ever talked about wounds I had. But I never thought I had any wounds at all.
Yes.
That's a bad sign. That person's most of the time is going to be feeding off of you, because to actually think that in life you have no wounds, that somehow you're perfect. Nah. Now, for us black folks especially, that's not even going to happen. Some might be more healed than others, but you're going to carry some kind of wounds.
Yes.
You're going to carry it.
Definitely.
Especially in the United States. States that we live in.
Yes.
What would and what should we do instead?
We should date from wholeness, not hunger.
Oh, wow.
You need to be whole yourself when you date, and not looking for something to fill you. You need to be filled already be full, because otherwise you have too many spaces that need help. And so you need to be able to share. And that's that idea of nurturing from being full as opposed to being empty.
Yeah, exactly. Being full. Okay, I'm sorry. I was messing with the board real quickly. Build with people who are ready to do what?
Their inner work.
Yes, be with the mate, be with the person, be around people who are ready to do the inner work.
Yes.
Not the outer work of just looking good, smelling good, walking good, talking good. We're talking about they're ready to do the inner work.
Yes.
They're talking about
the healing work.
They're better than what they were the day before.
Yes.
They're actually manifesting that which in turn they look and feel that is to be the righteous thing in life.
Yes. Huh? Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, let's move over to our next segment. What's the next segment?
The healing and protection.
The healing and protection practice. Wow. We're going to offer 3 protective steps. Now we're moving down the road and take some information on your pencil, paper, and pad. We can take this information that can help you out. No, we're not about just talking about bringing those kind of wounds, but then not coming up with the salve, the ointment,
the painkiller
to help bring healing. Because taking the journey is all about so that you can start healing and have a balanced relationship. So we got to give you some ways of how to protect yourself in this situation. Pause before responding to needy energy. Pause. Don't get mad. Don't get upset, Craig. But pause before you respond to needy energy. And you can tell that needy energy. So some young folks I hear them calling, they're getting thirsty.
Yeah. And sometimes, you can feel that needy energy because it's pulling on you, and it's pulling on you to make a commitment to something that you're not ready to commit to, but so it's not a mutual situation.
Yeah.
It's a one-way situation. It's, why aren't you doing this, or why didn't you do that? Well, who needed it done right then?
Mm-hmm. Center yourself with a deep breath, prayer, or short meditation. Because you're in a hot situation right
Yes.
now. The hardest thing to do is to want to take a deep breath. But that is the first thing you should do, is take a deep breath.
Yes.
You're into meditating and praying, do that too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very important. These are protective steps. This is number 2. That was number 2. Here's number 3.
I'm sorry. I had
What's
this. That made me think of this friend I had when she was dealing with her husband, who had, I don't know, he was an interesting individual, but he would say some things from time to time that really didn't quite click. But he would want to talk about them, and she would tell me about these things, and she said, all I could say is, Lord, why me?
And I don't know why that has to do with it.
Well, it has.
Was that a short meditation she did?
Yeah,
or was that her prayer?
What she said was that was her prayer. And I kept telling her that that was not quite the prayer that she needed right then.
Yeah, that was like anyway. Number 3. Can we go on? Thank you.
Yes.
Redirect them towards their own healing path, like you just said you did with her.
Yes.
I hear you. What do you think your spirit needs right now? That's a good bridge statement.
Yes,
by the way. We talked about bridge statements. We have to bring that back again. Very good bridge statement. I hear you. What do you think your spirit or your mind or your heart needs right now?
Yes.
Kind of hard thing to do during that time anyway.
Yeah.
What else, Sharon? Go on. Help us out. That was a 3. Pause. Center yourself. Redirect them towards their own healing path.
Yes.
Give us some more, Sharon.
Add ritual practice, like journaling after emotional exchange. After you had that argument, go and sit down and write about it. Don't write what, your anger necessarily, but write what you could have done differently. Write what he was needing. Write what you were needing. Things like that. How did you get to that place? So do some journaling after the emotional exchange. Take a salt bath so that you can settle your energy, or grounding walk to clear the absorbed energy. So, go out and walk in nature, or walk around the block a few times, or, if all else fails, go to the gym and walk on the treadmill. But something to calm you and, bring grounding back to you, so that you're clear, so that your energy is clear to re-engage. And both people need to do that.
So give us what are some things we do wrong?
We ignore intuition that says they're draining you.
Wow, that's just like drop the mic.
Yeah.
Many times we have that gut feeling, they're just draining me.
Yeah.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah.
All the gaslighting statement, I just know they're training me. And sadly, many times our pride will kick in and say, I still got to have the last word.
Yeah.
And if they are about draining you, they're going to always try to get the last word, because they're trying to get something from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're trying to get something back from them that you ain't never got back from them.
Yes. And sometimes they're the person who's draining you is giving you something that, or you're giving them something that they don't even want.
True. True.
And so, but you're being drained anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Spiritualized toxicity with phrases like, I'm just being patient with time. I'm just being patient with them, which is what I should have told that friend of mine. Just be patient with them. Yeah. That would have been a good statement for her. Spiritualized toxicity with phrases like, I'm just being patient with them.
You don't tell them that.
No. You don't tell them that.
That's what you tell yourself.
Exactly. You listen to your spirit as it tells you that.
Exactly.
Just be patient.
So what are some things we should do?
Respect your spirit's boundaries as sacred.
hear your spirit, if you know how to hear your spirit, if you know how to hear yourself, if you know how to hear God, you know how to hear your angels, you know how you hear your ancestors, respect the boundaries as sacred. They might say, don't say nothing. They may say, hey, leave the room. They may say, go take a walk. They may say, as we said before, I can't do this anymore right now. Respect those boundaries because they're sacred. No matter how bad they make you feel, no matter how uncomfortable you may feel, no matter how much pride you may feel, because I got to be super person and save their day. Respect that boundary because the boundary is sacred. It's serious.
And hopefully your partner will respect it too.
Well, in a balanced relationship, when you move that direction for both, because it's not about perfect, that means there's going to be times when you're going to need to do that with each other, then they should. And hopefully you can remind them because they'll want the same thing back in return.
Exactly. And maybe it's something that you need to teach them.
Exactly. Remember, the protection is not, I love this. Remember, the protection is not rejection.
Exactly.
It's preservation. Remember, the protection is not rejection. It's just preservation of the relationship. I remember this old lady said to me one time before, and I used to argue with my first wife all the time. Don't mean sometimes we don't have it here. And she told me very clearly, sat down to me. She said, do you want to be right or do you want a relationship? I say that to you right now. Do you want to be right or do you want a relationship?
Something to think about.
Last section. Going on to the end.
Closing reflections and challenges starts like this. Remember, love that drains ain't love. It's dependency dressed in devotion.
Oh, what's that again?
Love that drains ain't love. It's dependency dressed in devotion.
Ooh, how many of us get all dressed and nice and sexy when it's a woman, a guy looking all, I don't know, give me sexy now these days, a handsome, dapper, whatever from that end. And what's really going on?
They're just being dependent.
Yeah.
Just relying.
Yeah.
In a needy stance.
Yeah. You're saying so nice. You're flirt. You're a sachet that dress. Some people don't know what that is, but your eyes flirt. You might throw that body around. A guy might throw that mackety back. Words on you, but it's just dependency dressed up in devotion. Like, I'm really devoted to you. And you know inside, no, they ain't.
Yeah.
It's just another time they want something.
Exactly.
Another time they want something. This goes for the guys and the gals, the men and the women. Yes. Or even as Sharon knows now in class that's coming up that we don't know yet, the it's. No, the we she's, a we, how's it called? We come on,
they,
say
them.
Right. They, them, exactly. The they, them. A lot of folks who are listening to us on this channel, as mainly in our community, they don't know nothing about that, but it's coming. It's coming.
It's here.
And our community is going to be coming, but another community, it's already here.
It's already here in ours too.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yes.
Anyway,
here's the
still
challenge.
Human beings.
Yes.
Here's the challenge. Go ahead.
The challenge is this week, as you know, every week we give you a challenge. Mm-hmm. And this week, track your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Who fills you?
Mm.
Who empties you?
Yeah.
Choose your tribe accordingly. Who fills you and who empties you. Mm. That's going to determine the people that you need to be around.
Wow. Love that drains ain't love. Or we said that. Challenge this week, track your energy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Wow.
You must have been.
You stole my thunder.
You must have been fiddling around again.
I was, but you stole my thunder. But that's all right. That is all right.
Well, why don't you do this?
I think sometimes we don't pay attention really to who empties us. I think we come down, especially the old school. A lot of us men from the old school, which is we're supposed to be the saviors. We're supposed to, in turn, be the one that's the lead. So because of that, we're like, go ahead, empty me, and I'll be so empty that at the end of the day I'm drinking, smoking, or I'm feeling like I'm nobody, or I got to go out and find another particular woman because I'm empty as can be. I'm not having my own intentions as a human being being tapped into and being met. And some of our old school men, we need to understand that was old school, and quite frankly, it was not culturally referenced as being right anyway from our culture, from
Right.
African culture, because Ubuntu, which is I am because of who we are, would never have presented that. It would have been a shared process, which is what Taking the Journey is about. It's based off the old, I don't say archaic, but the first world belief system from our first world, which was Africa, that we are related and to work together in balance as man and woman
Yes,
in a relationship. We are a us. So there would be not that kind of dependency where you're drained, because both of you are going to be looking at feeding and watering one another. That's what's going to happen. But we know today where we are in a place that we live in now, many of us, we're feeling drained.
Yes.
We're covering up with everything you can think of because of feeling empty inside. And our big toys and our little toys ain't helping out. Our
No.
many girls we got on the side ain't helping us out at night or when we're alone whatsoever.
And the fact that we don't do anything to replenish ourselves.
Yes.
That definitely is not helping. If we were
Mhm.
replenishing ourselves, we wouldn't have the toys. We
Yeah.
wouldn't have the extra people in our
Mhm.
lives that are also draining us. So, we definitely need to focus on and camp on the idea or the understanding that we need to nurture and nourish ourselves in order to be able to pour into our partner.
Give us an affirmation that can help you out right now for those who
Okay.
are having that problem right now and they know it. What's a good affirmation to help them out?
I am a well that replenishes itself. I share my waters freely, but I am not here to be emptied.
Oh, to say it again, everybody is here listening to it, and you could hear these words say, I am a well that replenishes itself. I share my waters freely, but I'm not here to be emptied. I'm not here to be empty. That's what you need to do and need to speak to yourself in your relationship. Hey, if this is something that moves you, something that touched you, something that did something in your heart, please email us there at takingthejourneytogether@gmail.com or call us at 786-763-1324. Leave your name, your phone number, and tell us that this touched you. You can always, of course, post something here on any one of the pages that you see us on. And at the same time, we want to leave you with these last words. I think that's very
And
important.
before you do that, remember this affirmation that I just spoke and that we just spoke will be on the Facebook page.
Yes.
Taking the Journey Together Facebook page.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll leave you with these words. When the people learn to protect their spirit, go ahead, Sharon.
The oppressor loses his grip.
Because no system can feed on souls that feed themselves. Thank you.
Until next week.
Ashe and amen. Take that journey together as
like this.